everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my review on a candle by Candles by Victoria called Jacob Black. Again, I'm a huge Twihard. I ordered the 6-pack jelly jar, and 5 out of 6 of them had to do with like a Twilight theme. So this is my third review, and of course, I guess again, Jacob Black. And I just want to share with you, because I promised you in a previous review of Candles by Victoria that I actually went to Forks, Washington, and the height of the whole franchise of Twilight. So it's only about 2 hours, like a ferry and a couple-hour drive from where I live in Canada. So I went and I had an awesome time, and I was always on Team Jacob. I absolutely love Jacob and thought Edward was a little bit stuck up, but you know, it's all good. Bella ended up picking the right person in the end for her, so that was great. So anyway, I thought I'd share with you the hoodie that I picked up while I was there, and we're talking, it was about 4 years ago now. And of course, the reserve that Jacob Black was from, according to the book, was La Push. That was the reserve. And so my friend and I, who was also a Twihard, we went and did the whole Forks, Washington thing. And there's like a 45-minute drive into the beautiful ocean, Pacific Ocean, to get to La Push Reserve. Fantastic. Before I start this candle review, I just want to give you a really cool little tidbit. The actual movie, every scene that was filmed by the ocean was actually filmed about 3-hour drive north on Vancouver Island between the town of Tofino and the town of Ucluelet. So super, super duper cool. And I believe actually one of the Breaking Dawns that they were filming during the big tsunami up in Japan, they actually had to evacuate because they did have an evacuation warning up in Tofino, because basically on the west coast of Vancouver Island, there's nothing, no other landmass until Japan. So anyway, they were expecting waves and so on, and I think they had a bit, but nothing like what they were expecting. So the entire cast and crew had to pack up super fast to head out of Tofino and then film for another time. But Tofino was fine. So, and also want to give a shout out to everyone who lives out in Washington State that are involved in the fire and having to pick up and leave and breathe in the thick smoke. I'm from a border town near Washington called Oliver, and we've had our own forest fires, and I do understand and feel for all of you guys down there with having to basically pack everything and head out, and just the fear of unknowing in the state of emergency. So I just want to give you guys a shout out there in Washington and know that we're thinking about you up here in Canada. So now on to the review of Jacob Black by Candles by Victoria. So Jacob Black, the scent on Candles by Victoria can be found on page 19 currently, and is described as the ocean mist mingles with the earthy moss-covered forest, a perfect place for a werewolf to roam. Patchouli, sandalwood, evergreen pine, ocean and rain with a hint of musk. I'm telling you right now, this doesn't look like I've burnt this a lot. I have, but I have to keep blowing it out every couple hours. It's strong. Like, this thing can send up, I think I have like 1,100 square feet all on one level. This thing scents up the whole place. Even if I don't have it burnt, just have the lid off. It's crazy strong. It's awesome. So for strength, it's doing really well. If you love leather, you will love this candle. It is, I think it's sexy. Like, I think, and I know there are people out there that do actually read these books and have watched the movie, whether you like to admit it or not, but the 50 Shades of Grey movie and books and so on and so forth. I think of that, like, red room or whatever you want to call it, that with all the toys and that, weaponry, whatever you want to choose to call it. If that had a smell, this candle is what I would put in that room. Like, it is so leathery and, like I say, just sexy. Like, I don't know, like, I've never thought I would say that about leather, but I don't own very many things that are leather. But I just think it's a sexy candle, and guys would love it too. Like, it just, I'm not country at all by any means, but, you know, if you were to walk into a country western store that was selling like leather boots and leather belts and jackets and vests, and that's exactly what you would smell, is this candle, Jacob Black. It is awesome. Love, love, love it. Would I repurchase? I probably would down the road, but there's so many ones I want to get right. Excuse me, got hiccups. so many ones I want to get first before I repurchase. But you don't even need a big candle. Like seriously, guys, if you did like the miniature jelly jar, and then just use, like burn it for like 2 hours and then put it out. You guys, this thing is just like totally sent up your house. Unbelievable, amazing. I'm having a better time with the burn on this one. I do trim it before I burn each time with the wick trimmer that I purchased from Candles by Victoria. So quite enjoying it. I think this is probably the 6th time I've burnt it, and I'll bring it close up here. You can see that I really haven't burned a lot of it, but that's again because I don't need to burn it too much, and then I'm good, and then I blow it out. So it is super strong candle. Absolutely, positively will recommend it to anyone who loves their leather scents. Yeah, again, this totally would be the room the room, quote unquote, room of 50 Shades of Grey. This is exactly what I would think would be the scent. So anyway, you guys, I hope you have a great weekend and be safe. And again, everyone out in Washington State that's affected by the forest fires, I feel for you as a volunteer firefighter and also someone who grew up in forest fire haven, if you will, in the South Okanagan in Canada and British Columbia. I totally understand and empathize, and I do feel for you guys, and I'm thinking of you. All right, you guys, take care.